ill. It's been a while. Now, and Nicholas was playing, and my friend Nicholas, he came over to my house, and he got me these emotes. Got me a lot of emotes now, but I still don't have enough dances. I only have 2 emotes. So, we're gonna be playing solo, and I might be playing squads or duos if, yeah, and I might follow my friends later on if I go back to school. Alright, now let's do this, and how much money you got? How much money you got? Alright, I should be getting some comments, and comment down below. And also, I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. It is a pretty good movie, and I will watch Spider-Man 2, and just watch The Flash, the first season. I barely watch TV now. I'm like watching stuff, and hey, you want to slice and dice me? Yeah, go ahead. 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 Trying to spray paint at me? Hey! Oh, I have some emotes for you, boy. Okay, I want to land. I want to go right there, since there's like a volcano or like something like. Since there's like something firing down over there, I'm gonna try going over there just to get a little. So I like going down there because I just like going down there, I guess. Also, when you go down there, you see a lot of people. So, not going to Tilted. Well, Tilted Town. It's not now called Tilted Town. Well, people still go there, so I'm not gonna go there anymore. Cause maybe just land here. Land maybe here. Maybe land at a random spot, because that Battle Royale games I land at random spots. So I'm trash at this game. Like, I'm really trash. Like, I am trying my best to be good, so don't judge me. Oh, these items seem really sharp. So no, go in, quickly. Oh no! I don't want to destroy that. I'll just crack it, I guess, but. So much summertime. Come on and shake your behind. The Nickelodeon song. So much summertime. Come on and shake your behind. But don't on the stream, because it's really inappropriate. Shake your behind on the stream, because it's really inappropriate, and this is family friendly. Also, I will be posting Roblox videos, and I'll be back. And I'll get my own laptop for Christmas this time, because I've been trying to get it for previous summers, but this summer I should. I mean, this Christmas, I mean. Summer's gonna be over, then later school's gonna start. Just wanna have summer forever so I can play Fortnite and Roblox. Why can't I be homeschooled? Wait, what? What's happening? Okay, whatever. I don't see any comments since people don't really watch my streams, so. You're not gonna be rocking a... Are you kidding me? I got shot by a noob again. I got shot by a noob. I'm also not playing because he might be playing a different game. Then later I might stream Spider-Man, since that was a pretty good game. Since I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. And spoiler alert for who haven't seen it yet. Also, I'll do a review on it on here. So, okay, so story starts off with Peter Parker, and for you who hasn't seen Endgame yet, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to spoil it since I never really wanted to review it because I didn't want you guys to know what happened. So what happened is that in Endgame, I'm gonna review Endgame for a bit. So Iron Man was holding the Infinity Gauntlet, as you can see. Well, he got it onto his suit, then later snapped his fingers. Later Thanos dies, and later which also causes Iron Man to kill himself. Then later now Peter's like pretty upset that Tony died, and now and the world needs the next Iron Man, and that doesn't mean they need a new Iron Man, like they need the next Iron Man. So, okay, this guy's dancing. Let's impress him with my dance. Whatever. Okay, so then later, now, Peter... No, I'm not gonna go on this game. I'm gonna leave. Alright, leave match. Oh, alright. I'm just gonna leave so I can do the review. Okay. Now, also, there's also, at school they're making a made-up word called the blip, which blip's not a word. Well, okay. So, okay, it showed some of the people who turned to dust and came back the same age, but the people who didn't turn to dust came back older. And now Midtown High has like a new building and stuff. So, and later Peter goes on a field trip, and he wants to hang out with MJ, but instead taken by Brad, who's now 16. Years ago he was like 12, and now he's like 16, and Peter was really upset. Also, the funny part is everyone's dating everyone, which is like so weird. Like Aunt May dating Happy, which is Tony Stark's friend, and Ned dating Betty. You also know her from the old Spider-Man films. She's like older, but like in this film she's like a lot younger. So, okay. Then later, okay, there's a scene where Mysterio is fighting Hydro Man. Also, I knew Hydro Man like when we went to Universal in Florida, not in Hollywood, but like in Florida. Mysterio is fighting Hydro Man, and later I will talk to you about Mysterio later, but he showed that he killed him, but then later they're at some bar, or not a bar, but like they're at some place, and they weren't at a bar. Then later they were talking about Mysterio, and he was on the news, and then later Peter comes in, and later Flash calls him the D word, which you saw in the trailer. But anyway, then later, while they go to their bed, Ned gets shot by a dart, like right in the neck. Then later, Nick Fury is like, it's so nice to finally meet you, and it's like, put your costume on, let's go for a ride. And later, he meets, Mysterio, and he meets Mysterio, and Mysterio said that there's a multiverse, and people were saying that Quentin Beck, which is Mysterio, is Peter Parker from the future, which is not true, because you just Quentin Beck, as you can see in the comics. Then later, I forgot some scenes. Okay, there's also a scene where, like, Peter was in, like, okay, before that, Peter was, like, has, like, a new suit. He has, like, 2 new suits in this movie. And it looks similar to the symbiote suit, kind of. Actually, it looks the same. Looks like the Spider-Noir suit. And he was changing, and while he pulled his pants down, he was in his underwear. And then later, Brad was gonna take a video of him. Was like, Peter. Then later, Peter's like, this is not what it looks like. And later, it's like, I'm gonna show this to Michelle. Then later, he takes a photo of it. Then later, shows it to Michelle, and like, which is MJ, of course. Then later, Peter puts on the glasses. Then later, like, he, like, was using Brad as a target. Then later, nearly kills Brad on accident. Well, nearly killed everyone, even himself. So, yeah, that was the scene. Also, there's another scene where Peter was putting on the new suit, then later Nick Fury was talking to Peter Parker and telling him, and was like, how's the new suit? And later Peter's like, oh, great. Later he fights with Mysterio, with Molten Man. Then later Mysterio, like, then destroys. It shows Mysterio destroying Molten Man again, like that lava monster. Then later Peter and Mysterio were at the bar, and as you can see in the trailer, later he was telling him, like, I want to go back on my trip to the girl who I really like, and I want to tell her and how I feel. And then later, he was trying to put on the glasses, and then later, Mysterio said that, they look terrible, and, but then later he hands it on to, Peter hands it on to Mysterio, then later, I was like, I knew he couldn't be trusted. And later they were talking about, like, how, like, what happened during Civil War, because Mysterio was in Civil War, and, which you guys didn't know, and I didn't know that either, so he was in Civil War, but he was around here somewhere, so, yeah. Then later they were talking about how Nick Fury was annoying and stuff, and blah blah blah. I forgot what they said, but yada yada yada. Just then later they were talking about plans to kill Spider-Man, I guess. Then later Peter wanted to hang out with MJ, and then later tries to tell her that he likes her. Then later, no, I'm just reviewing it, so no one's here because I'm alone. So okay, so Peter was talking to MJ and trying to tell her, oh, sorry, Mom. Okay, my bad. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay, so Peter's trying to trying to tell MJ on how he feels, and later And later, MJ told Peter that he's Spider-Man, and she figured out because she sees him walk out all the time, and later sees him as Spider-Man and fighting crime, and later she was like, oh, last time we fought the lava monster, and it's kind of obvious that you're Spider-Man, or that time at DC and you were saving the elevator. It's kind of obvious, Peter. And then later there was something on the floor, and then later Peter's like, what was that? And later they figured out that Mysterio was using like a hologram, and it was all a lie. And later later Peter changes in front of MJ, which was a funny scene, by the way. Then later he tells Ned that they're using holograms, and now, like, they were using holograms, and then later there's a scene that this used to be my favorite scene, and now this is not my favorite scene anymore because I do not like the scene. Like, there's a scene where Peter gets shot by a drone, like where Spider-Man gets like shot by a drone and like by his chest, and later he had like it was an illusion scene where he was fighting Mysterio, which I did not like that scene because like, and Mysterio was saying that you're really weak, Peter you're really weak, Peter Parker. You're just a stupid guy in a skin tight red and blue suit. And he was like, I wanted to create a Mysterio for the whole world to believe in. I'm gonna have to shower. Now it's 6 o'clock. Great. And okay. So, Mom, let me finish my review. I'm finishing it first, and later I'll come back. I'll end the stream, then later I'll do another one. Mom. Okay. So then later Peter had to like fight Mysterio and having like some vision and stuff like. And later, Mysterio was faking his death by and he was pretending to be Nick Fury in disguise. And he was like, and he was telling Peter, like who else, like, who do you tell about this? Then later he tells him that I just told Ned and MJ, and that's it. And later, it was a hologram that he knew it was a hologram this whole time. Then later Mysterio sends like a hologram. It might have been a hologram or an actual train, but anyway, he got hit by a train, and also he got the front of his body, and that could have made his bullet wound even worse. Like, nobody could have survived that, even if they have a bullet wound in their chest. Like, that could have made him bleed out even more. And later he was in jail, and later, I don't know how he got out, but got in, and Happy told Peter, is like, you have to tell me what's going on, and later gives him stitches while he has his shirt on, which does not make any sense. And later Happy tells Peter to relax, and like, oh no, don't tell me to relax, Happy, because I tried to fight him, and he was trying to kill me. And then later he tells Happy on how much he misses him, and yeah, don't worry, Peter, we miss him too. And it's not cool on how they killed off one of my favorite superheroes. Not cool, but whatever. So then later Peter's like, I'm gonna kick Mysterio's butt. Then later tells Happy that I need a new suit. And later Happy was like, I'll take care of the music and you take care of your suit. And then later he puts on Lord Zeppelin Zeppelin or whatever. Then later, he creates a new suit, which is red and black. Kind of looks like the comics. Kind of looks like the Homecoming suit, except has a different back spider logo, and it's just red and black. And the spider on the front is a little bigger, while in Homecoming it was a little smaller. I like the Iron Spider suit, which is awesome. That's like my favorite suit in this universe. So, in this like saga. Then later he fights Mysterio, and which was my favorite scene. And everyone knew that it was a hologram that they saw. And Spider-Man was gonna stop Mysterio, but his suit got all damaged and his back was on fire, but he landed on the water and the fire was gone. So then later he told Mysterio that it's over. Then later, yeah, shoots him again, another drone, and makes him cough, even though he wasn't really coughing up blood, so I didn't really see blood spreading around his mouth. Even though I saw like maybe like a cut on his lip, but like his nose bleeding, so. But okay, anyway, he was fighting him, and then later he told Peter that I trusted you and I believed in you. Then later, for a second I thought Spider-Man killed Mysterio, but he didn't. So, I thought Spider-Man killed Mysterio, but he didn't. So, Mysterio killed himself so he can frame Peter by a hologram. Then later, Peter takes the glasses from Mysterio and like says that, "Is this real?" Later, Edith tells Peter, "Yes, it is real," and he's actually dying. And later, he dies. Then later, there's a kiss scene, which I thought that was more iconic than the upside down kiss scene. That was just iconic to me. I just thought that was a really sweet kiss, though. Then later, Peter comes back home, and later, at the end, like you see, that Peter is swinging with MJ. Then later, Spider-Man gets framed, and then later, J. Jonah Jameson shows up, and it's the same actor, but except he's bald, so that's odd. He's now bald, so I'm happy that we have J. Jonah Jameson, but like, it's weird that Peter never really worked for him, like how in Ultimate Spider-Man that Peter never really worked for J. Jonah, so yeah. And then later at the end you see the scrolls, and that was a really funny scene. So and Nick Fury and Maria Hill were the Skrulls in disguise. They were basically Skrulls in disguise. And I did review Captain Marvel, if you saw it, and they were Skrulls in disguise. And as you can see, and it was pretty funny. And later it shows Nick Fury chilling, and Maria Hill was in the movie, and also the actor who plays Maria Hill, Kobe Smulders, is going to be in an ABC show called Stumptown. Might be a good series. I'm not really going to watch it, but might be a good series though. Mom, can I do one more match? Mom? I'm just gonna go with it. Do one more match, then I'm done. So yeah, and that's my review, and I hope you enjoyed it, and that contains some endgame spoilers where Iron Man died. Captain America did not die, so he just turned old and stuff. Not gonna tell you about the rest of the characters, because I'm not gonna spoil it. I feel like it, but not right now. So let's play it for the last time. Later, I'll come back and do another stream. So yeah. And also last time I rated it like a 9.5 out of 10, but now I'd give it like, I would give it like a 10 out of 10, better than Homecoming. last time I rated Homecoming like a 10, but then later watching it again, it's like Homecoming's kind of good, so Homecoming an 8, so Far From Home's better, but still, it was going to be my favorite movie, but then later I figured out that Spider-Verse is still the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. Spider-Verse. Because Spider-Verse is the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. I'm gonna watch Spider-Man 2 after this match, maybe, and I'm not gonna do another stream until like tomorrow. Tomorrow I will do another stream, and Endgame was great, and I'm not gonna talk about it because I do not want you guys to know about any more stuff. Because all you guys know is that Iron Man. Because the only thing you guys know about is Iron Man dying and Captain America turning old, and he's not actually dead. Is that the cube? Dude, so that means it didn't exactly explode. No! You're dying. You're dying. You're dying today. I'm killing you. I'm killing you with this pickaxe. You're not getting any more guns until you... Are you kidding me? Maybe one more. Maybe one more. Just try one more, then later take a shower. Alright. And... I know I said I wasn't going to review Endgame. I reviewed a little bit of it because so I can get to Far From Home. And, yeah. Also, I never expected to, like, do a review on it. And Far From Home is really good. And Spider-Verse is, like, the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Last time I rated it a 9, but now a 10. Because I only had a few problems with that one. Also, I rewatched the first Spider-Man one. First ever Spider-Man, and with, like, Tobey Maguire, and that one's pretty good. So, a 9 out of 10. Not as good as Far From Home. Far From Home's, like, really good. A really good movie. Better than Spider-Man, in my opinion. Yeah, an age rating for Far From Home, I would say 11 and up. So, 11... And Common Sense Media is right, so 11-year-olds can handle it, so 11. Spider-Verse, I would say maybe 8. Spider-Verse, I would say 8 and up. I'll say 8 and higher, so... Even though there's some violence here and there, I know, but I would say 8 and up, so 8-year-olds can handle it. Or maybe 7. Now, I'll just go with maybe... Maybe, maybe 7. Actually, no, 8. Wait, no. Yeah, I would say 8. Probably 8, so, yeah. It's the first ever Spider-Man... It's the first ever Spider-Man cartoon movie, so... Just beware. Be beware, so... I'll kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Whoever you are, I will kill you! Oh! 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 No! Stream is gonna end. Not... Ending the stream.